The Eagles are at a crossroads, and fans are buzzing with excitement as trade talks heat up. Picture this. Is that 96 Atsimallers all-pro safety about to make a blockbuster move? Plus, with 4 free agent safeties on the market, the Birds have options to reinforce the secondary. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into how a high draft pick could redefine our future. Fly, Eagles, fly. The Eagles have made some notable moves recently, signaling a fresh approach as they shape their roster. They've signed linebacker Isaiah King, who impressed during the rookie minicamp on a tryout basis. This acquisition brings new energy to the squad, but to make space, the Birds waived defensive back Tucker Large with an injury designation. It's clear that the front office is focused on depth and versatility, especially as we inch closer to the draft. My take: losing depth hurts more than people think, especially in December. Every position counts, and this tweak in the lineup shows that management is ready to shake things up and seize opportunities. Isaiah King could become a valuable asset on special teams and defensive rotations, but there's more at play here. With a high draft pick potentially in our sights, these changes might be the groundwork for a more significant move. The Eagles are clearly positioning themselves for a big splash, and we can only hope that this path leads us closer to landing that safety star we've been craving. It's going to happen, folks. Big news is coming down the wire as Adam Schefter confirms that trade talks are not just possible, they're gaining momentum. The buzz suggests that the Eagles may be inching closer to making a significant move involving that 96 Minellers All-Pro safety we're all speculating about. Let's face it, Brown's future with the Birds looks increasingly uncertain, and the signs are getting harder to sweep under the rug. After 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, the All-Pro receiver is finding himself at the center of speculation regarding a potential split from Philadelphia. The truth is, as exciting as the prospect of new talent is, we need to consider the ramifications of losing a player like him. My take: treat this as smoke until we get something concrete, but the timing matters. It's clear the organization is assessing its options as we head into draft season. The Eagles are gearing up for something big, and every move right now could influence their direction in the draft. Keep your eyes peeled, because these developments could point towards a game-changing decision for the squad. Go Birds! Safety is emerging as one of the top priorities for the Philadelphia Eagles this offseason. With the draft approaching, it's becoming clear that the team is keen on strengthening the defensive backfield to keep pace with its competitors. Right now, the Eagles have Andrew Mukuba in place as a starter, which brings some stability to the position. But the big question remains: who will line up next to him? Marcus Epps currently holds the favorite spot to start opposite Mukuba as we gear up for the training camp. However, competing with Epps for that role are 4 intriguing free agent safeties available on the market. These options could provide a fresh spark to the secondary and help elevate the performance of the entire defense. It's essential to consider how these potential signings would impact the Eagles' draft strategy. If the Birds secure a proven safety through free agency, they could pivot their high draft pick towards bolstering another position, possibly addressing some of the other lingering needs on the roster. The truth is, while fans are buzzing about big trades and high-profile moves, sometimes the best strategy involves thoughtful acquisitions that set the team up for sustained success, rather than just chasing flashy names. Ultimately, the Eagles are facing a critical moment where every decision matters. If they can snag one of those top free agents, it could not only enhance the current roster, but also shift the focus in the upcoming draft. The Birds are in a unique position, and capitalizing on the depth available could redefine the team's trajectory moving forward. With June 1st looming on the calendar, the countdown for the Eagles and A.J. Brown is heating up. As reported, this date could be pivotal for the organization, allowing them to split the dead cash on his contract without taking a massive hit. What the Eagles must receive in a potential trade is becoming a hot topic, and it's clear that management is weighing all options carefully. Moving on from a player with Brown's capabilities isn't a decision to take lightly, especially given his impressive track record. Honestly, it's tricky territory. While some fans might see this as an opportunity to snag essential picks to bolster our draft strategy, we need to recognize the value Brown brings. His ability to stretch the field and create mismatches is no small feat. However, if the organization decides to pull the trigger on a trade, it could align perfectly with their goal of securing a safety star. That's the duality of the situation, a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape not just this offseason, but our long-term future as a franchise. The Eagles are standing at a critical intersection here, and it's going to take a keen assessment of market value and strategic vision to ensure that we fly high in the weeks to come. The Eagles are navigating a complex situation with A.J. Brown, and as we approach June 1st, every move counts. Reports indicate that Brown is looking to move on, while the Eagles are handling negotiations with professionalism. The only communication we've seen has come from the Eagles, who've described the situation with the vague statement, "AJ is a special player." It's clear the management is weighing all options, but we can't overlook the impact this scenario has on the locker room and the overall perception among fans. Honestly, losing a player of Brown's caliber would shake things up, sparking discussions not only about his contribution on the field but also the dynamics within the team. His large presence, both in play and spirit, has been pivotal. If a trade does go through, it could shift not just the mentality in the locker room, but also open the door for new competition, allowing other receivers to step up and showcase their talents. As we discuss the potential target of a high draft pick to secure that coveted safety star, let's remember that these decisions aren't merely transactions, they're vital to reshaping the future of the Birds. The front office has a challenging balancing act ahead, strategizing not just for now, but for what lies ahead. This situation could redefine the Eagles' approach in the draft, allowing them to secure much-needed talent. The waves of change are rolling through, as the signing of Isaiah King has sparked discussions among the fans and analysts alike. Many are diving into how this acquisition aligns with the Eagles' front office strategy. Bringing in King not only adds fresh talent, but sends a message that they're not just standing pat. They're actively reshaping this roster. Waiving Tucker Large was a tough but necessary decision to create room for new talent. Let's be real, losing depth can hurt more than most fans think, especially as the season drags on. The reaction from the fan base has been mixed. Some are excited about King's potential, while others are concerned about what his addition means for the overall dynamics in the locker room. There's a sense of uncertainty. How will the competition for positions evolve? Will players step up in response to the changes? The stakes are high. This is where the eagerness among teammates to prove themselves intensifies and internal competition becomes fierce. When you're vying for a spot, every rep counts, and each one could be the key to upward mobility in a roster that's reforming. While the front office is busy reevaluating its options for the draft, they're also keeping an eye on leverage in trades. The chatter around potential moves means their strategy isn't just about this season, but about shaping the franchise's future. With so many directions to explore, the strategic lens turns to how they can bolster the safety position while maximizing assets. A high draft pick is on the table, and if they can strike the right balance in trades, it opens up pathways to land that star safety we've all been craving. The question remains, will the front office bold enough to execute trades that could put us back on the map? The fans are eager, abuzz with anticipation over what's next. As the organization evaluates its assets, one thing's for sure, there's never been a better time to embrace those Birds and keep the faith that the moves made now will lead us soaring high next season. For all the latest buzz and deeper dives into this evolving situation, make sure to check out our next video, where we'll explore the next steps in this journey. Fly, Eagles, fly!